What up, y'all? Um, First of all, I want to let y'all know that shit's been a hectic 5 weeks of my life. And this truck driver training, trying to get my CDL license. So all my focus has been on that. But I still have been watching what's going on with the Packers and you know what's going on with them and moves they made and stuff like that. And again, they ain't really making no moves. I've seen a move that they made. They end up signing like Malik Taylor from the Seahawks. Guy has like mediocre production, and again, like I said in my last video, they do take a chance on any kind of wide receiver or anything. I don't expect nothing major from them. So, came home. One of my subscribers, Adam James. If you guys go to my comments for my last video. Adam James is one of my subscribers. He has a real good um, channel devoted to the Packers too. So please, if y'all want to, if y'all don't mind, go over to Adam James page and subscribe to his channel, man. I mean, support everybody who's um, supporting the Packers or has something to say about them and stuff like that. So this video here is in response to his video. Again, I didn't watch his video, but I want to put my own take on the video on the topic of his video. Sorry about that. So I'm going to put my own take on the topic of his video. First of all, I know I've been really contradicting myself with these videos. Um, I feel like the Packers wide receivers core has experience. Again, do I think they're like the overly elite wide receiver core in the league? No, I don't. You know, but do I think they're good enough to be productive? Yes, I do. Again, with any players or wide receiver core or defensive players or anybody, you never know how they're going to turn around the following season. Every season is experience. Every season players tend to come out and be better than last year. Why? Because if you have a productive season or you have a winning season, most of the time, when players know that they are part of a team that is more than capable of winning, a lot of times that helps their confidence. That helps them get over the hump. So again, I don't believe that the Packers will diminish. I think that they'll actually be the same, if not better, because of the experience. Because we don't have a preseason, because we did win a playoff game. They have playoff experience, so it's not a drastic difference between last year's team and this year's team. So I think that this team will be better suited for next year. Well, this year. I'm sorry. Okay. Again, my my videos be off the head. Ain't no script. These be um, real videos for y'all. You understand? So if I stumble or if I mess up or if I say something, just know this shit is off the head. This ain't no script. I ain't reading from no script. Okay? So again, my response is to what do I think the Packers regular season record will be. Now I have every team written down here. Home games, away games. Again, we don't have preseason games. And again, we don't have preseason games. So that means that teams that have experience together under a certain offense will prosper quicker than teams that's just been thrown together. You understand? Because you still have to know an offense. Unless an offense is that um, easy to understand. But this the NFL. No offense is easy to understand. When you add players, that adds a difference to an offense or a defense. You understand? Our defense is a lot different, especially in the middle. So I still think that because the Packers brung in players that play under um, Mike Pettin, who play under LaFleur, that it will help us in the long run. So week 1, we're at Minnesota. Trust me, we play so good against Minnesota last year. Look at Zadarius Smith. He went off the last game in Minnesota. I think he had 3.5 sacks. So week 1 at Minnesota, Minnesota's gonna be riding a high. Again, Minnesota has lost Stephon Diggs. Um, I think we win that game. I think that's gonna be like a 27-20 game, 27-17 game. I still think we're gonna end up beating Minnesota. Why? Because I just think we will. I think we will always play against our this team here handles our division. And the only team it seemed like we had trouble with was the Lions. But we end up coming back and beating the Lions both games. So week 2, so that's a W. I'm gonna put a W there. So we should be 1-0. Week 2, we're home against the Lions. You understand? Again, the Lions are totally different this year. The Lions can be damn near the number 2 seed in the NFC North behind us, you know. But I think week 2, I think we still beat the Lions. So I'm gonna put a W there. So I'm gonna put week 2, we beat the Lions. We're 2-0. Now we're going on the road. We're going on the road against the Saints. Against a team that has experience under the current regime. You understand? Sean Payton, Drew Brees, and everything. But I think Drew Brees is probably taking a step back, while Rodgers is still in his prime. He's not with the 2014 year, 2013 prime Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers does enough to get us over that hump and beat the Saints. So I'm gonna take the Packers in a win over the Saints. Now we got a home game against the Falcons. Falcons lost is it Beasley? I think they lost Beasley. Julio is just gonna be it's gonna be clamped, with King, or Jair gonna want to take Julio. So I already know that he's gonna clamp up Julio. So I think Packers get the W there. So we got a W at home against the Falcons. Understand this: when the Packers play at home against any type of team, that builds your confidence. You understand? So I'm gonna get a W there. Now we're on the road against the Bucks. Has the Bucks by week 5, no preseason, really picked up on the offense? Is Tom Brady really that elite? Is he really still a down? Because when you got people like Mike Evans and stuff like that, they want the ball thrown out of the field. Does Tom Brady still have the arm? You got Tampa Bay has a hell of a defense. I think that defense is going to be better next year. Is it Shaquille Griffin or something like that? He had like 19.5 sacks last year. So that dude's a fucking beast. But I think he's going up against David Bakhtiari. So when you have your best player on the offensive line going up against their best defensive player, I think a lot of times that'll win. Now again, my question mark with any of these games, because they're what I feel, is our offensive line. But I think that Matt LaFleur is going to put the best players on the field. So with the Bucks, I think that's going to be a tight game. The Packers might win by a field goal. That might be game. That's going to be a fucking must-see game. Now again, with all these games, hopefully the coronavirus don't play a factor. Hopefully none of the players are contracting coronavirus, nothing like that. Florida is super dangerous with the coronavirus. Hopefully they're keeping all our players in a bubble. I don't want any of our players to get get careless and be going to the beach and doing all that bullshit when you go to Florida, because there's a lot of temptations down there. But the Bucks, I don't think that their offense is gelled enough. The only person Tom Brady is familiar with will be Rob Gronkowski, and that one player, I don't think he can beat us. So in a stunner, one of the first games of the year, one of the biggest games of the year for us. I'm gonna give the Packers the W for that one. Week 5, we should be 5-0. Now I'm not factoring in any bye weeks this week. I'm just saying these games, period. Now the Texans. We got the Texans week 6. Losing Hopkins. I don't think their offense will be potent enough. And we're at the Texans. Again, it's a dome game. And Rodgers seems to just like do magical shit in domes. Look at the Lions. Look at Dallas. He does magical shit in domes. You know, you better off getting Rodgers on grass. You know, if you get him on anything artificial, he can run up the score on you with nobodies. Look at the Arizona game; they scored 50-something points. You know, with nobodies, Janis and motherfuckers like that. So, week 6 at the Texans, I think they still get the W. Packers will be one of the 6-0 teams by that week. Now we're at home against the Vikings again. I just don't think the Vikings made enough moves to beat us. Week 7 we got the W. Week 8 we got the Is that the Jaguars? No, that is 49ers. Again, they put us in the 49ers. 49ers lost a lot of people. I think that helps us get over the hump. W against the 49ers at home. The Jags. God damn. I mean, I'm like, this team, I'm like, I got W. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-0. Only question mark I'm gonna probably put is the Saints game. Okay? I'm gonna put a question mark on the Saints game. I think we beat the Bucks. I think we beat Minnesota. I think again we sweep our division. So we got the Jags. That's a W. Come on, man. Week 9 against the Jags at home. That's a W. Now the Colts. Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers, for some reason, has the Packers number. He plays good with the Packers. So I'm thinking by week 10, Colts, T.Y. Hilton. I might give us an L right there. So I might give us an L right there. Against the Colts. Week 10 at the Colts. Coming off a home game. You know, we'll see. I'm gonna give us an L there. Bears at home. Come on, man. W. Eagles at home. Revenge game. Week 12. Lord willing, the secret season makes it that far. I think last year the Eagles, we played them super early in the year. We were still learning the offense. Rodgers threw a pass where he was wide open. So again, when you don't know offense, you normally go with people that you're familiar with. And I think that's what Rodgers did that game when he had Shepard, whatever his name, wide open in the end zone. So at home, I'm think that's a revenge game. I'm gonna give it to us the W. Week 14 at home against the Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater, McCaffrey. That's a tight game, man. I'm gonna give us a W. At home against the Titans. Now that's really gonna put us to the test. It's gonna put us to the test. I'm gonna come back to that one. Week 16 at the Bears. Again, we sweeping the division, bro. So week 15 against the Titans. Titans like a team that's getting better. That defense is scary. That defense is very scary. That running game is Derrick Henry, bulldozer. To me, the best running back in the NFL. Period. Bulldozer. And I pray that AJ Dillon is somebody that morphs into him. Week 15 at home against the Titans. I'm gonna say the Titans probably pull off one on us. Probably would. But do I trust Tannehill? Tannehill had an awesome year last year, which they should have went to the Super Bowl. They had a lead. But I think this is the Aaron Rodgers comeback season. So I'm gonna go with the Saints beating us. Okay, it's still early in the season. We're still working out kinks. So I'm gonna give week 3 an L to us. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. I'm going with the Packers, man. Record next year, 14-2. Can it be 13-3? Can it be 10-6? Injuries happen. A lot of stuff happen. But from what I'm going through, if this team is healthy like last year, I do not see Za'Darius Smith lacking. I see people like Rashard Gary getting better. I see people like Valdez-Scantling understanding that this is their prove it year. You got Valdez-Scantling, prove it year. Equanimous, prove it year. Kevin King, prove it year. Jair, getting better. Savage, getting better. Amos, getting better. Kenny Clark, prove it year. Uh, Preston, you know they coming beasts off the line. Aaron Jones, prove it year. Jamal Williams, prove it year. Then you add Dylan. I think Dylan's just gonna come in and know what he want to do. Let him know what hole you need him to hit. He gonna do it. Elton Jenkins doing what he gotta do. Bakhtiari doing what he gotta do. Trust me. Aaron Rodgers, the revenge tour. All this bullshit with Favre and everybody else. Talking about, I'm gonna get into the video with that shit. I'm gonna get into a video about that. This team will rally. And I think, like I said, with the 49ers, which I think is going to be our biggest hurdle in the NFC, I think that they took a step back with releasing players, losing players. You understand? I don't think that defense is going to be as great. I think that they're going to be on that Super Bowl hangover where they lost the Super Bowl, and they might either be more hungry, but Garoppolo, trust me, y'all, that was y'all year to win it. And a lot of time it's like that with teams. If you go back to Pittsburgh when we beat them the following year, they won shit. So that Super Bowl hangover is a motherfucker. You gotta get that chip when you can get that chip. So my prediction for the Packers next year, 14-2. Could be 13-3. Match the same thing. Packers are not going to go 10-6. With this schedule, they're not going 10-6. With that team, they're not going 10-6. Trust me, there are a lot of players on this team that are hungry, that have to prove something, or they're out the door. And I think that's what Gutekunst is doing with these players. He know they're not elite, but he's having faith in them. And we got to have the same faith in them, that they will come out and prove that they belong on this team. Because Rodgers ain't going nowhere for 3 years, maybe 4 years. You understand? He ain't going nowhere. All this bullshit talk about all this other shit. Next year draft, they pulling nothing but studs. Trust me. They going straight offense. They going offensive line. First pick might be offensive line, might be wide receiver. But I'm telling you, because of the draft capital, because of the amount of money that the Packers have to spend next year, they couldn't go crazy. You understand? But and like I said, they see something in Jordan Love that we'll maybe see one day. Maybe we won't. Who knows? But this team is set up, man. They set up for greatness. And again, I see 3 to 4 more years of Rodgers. Just because his money and teams don't have enough to accommodate what Rodgers needs and his 50-some million next year. Not this year, next year, 50-some million, another 30-some million. Man, we ain't getting rid of dude, man. Shit, he know that. He could talk all that shit. Pat McCaffrey and all these motherfuckers can. And whoever want to ask him questions and rile that shit up, let that shit go, man. Rodgers is not going nowhere for no time soon. So again, prove it year next year. Revenge tour for Rodgers. Well, this year. Why I keep saying next year? I'm sorry. This year, prove it tour. Only Only thing I could see defeating us is coronavirus. So I pray to God that our team is not being careless, is thinking about their safety and mask and sanitizer, all that shit, you know. So and then it won't be a lot of fans in the stands. First two games are empty, you know. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna bring up another video about that. But again, my prediction for next year's record, 14-2. Only lost week 3 against Saints, week 10 against the Colts. Dominance. That's all we speak. Dominance. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Green Bay, man. Dominance. Dominance. We back, man. Don't hate it. Just join us, man. Just join us. Sorry, y'all that, man. So again, Adams, man. Y'all go follow my homie Adam James. Appreciate you giving me the topic. Appreciate you commenting and everything. I'm finna go watch your video. See what you got predicted for us, bro. Anybody else? Let me know what y'all think y'all predictions gonna be. Please don't come with this whack ass 8-8 shit. Don't come with this 9-7 shit. Trust me, this team is. How can you say that about a team that hasn't lost players? Only gotten better. So again, man, subscribe, like, definitely comment. Let me know what y'all think. Did I get them right? Did I get them wrong? What y'all think? I got it right. How did y'all? Peace.